Hello everyone, welcome to EditUp. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important news article of finance, and more importantly, we are going to talk about the digital payments index which the RBI releases. Okay, so this index is very important and we will see the components of the index as well as why this index is being formed. So now before starting with the news article, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session. And you can get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So now starting with the news article first, like digital payments has seen 40% jump in the September 2021. This is set by the RBI index. So we will see that what this index is. So the RBI had announced the construction of a composite Reserve Bank of India digital payments index. So this is the digital payments index, and with March 2018 as base to capture the extent of digitization. So the base year, see, every index, most of the index have a base year against which we are comparing something. Okay, so here the base year is March 2018. Okay, so here what we are trying to see through this index, we are trying to capture through this index that the extent of digitization of payments across the India. Okay, across the country. So how much digitization has happened, how much the digitization has penetrated into the country, how much the digitization has deepened and reached to different areas of our country, that we are trying to see through this index, that the extent of digitization of payments across the country. So this, I hope you have understood the why this index has been created by the RBI, and the base year is taken to be March 2018. Now construction of the index, that how this index is being created. Okay, so RBI DPI comprises of 5 broad parameters. So the index depends on 5 broad parameters that enable the measurement of deepening and penetration of digital payments, that how far it has deepened, like it is reaching to the rural areas, it is reaching to the areas where the internet is not even provided or not. So like recently the RBI has also taken the decision to bring the offline payments, offline transactions. So the RBI, the Reserve Bank of our country, the government of our country, they are trying to spread digitalization they are trying to make the economy a digital economy. And so we need to see that how deepened and how much the digital payments has penetrated, and for that this index has been created, and the 5 broad parameters try to form the index. Okay, that is the payment infrastructure in the demand side, that how good our infrastructure is, how fast is it working in the demand side. The payment enablers, that how the payment is being enabled, the payment infrastructure, that is of supply side, the payment performance as well as the consumer centricity, and these are given different weightage. Okay, so the demand side factors are given the weightage of 10% in the index, the payment enablers are given the weightage of 25% in the index, the supply side factors are given 15% weightage, and the payment performance is given the highest weightage, that is the weightage of 45%. And why? We will see that. So consumer centricity has been given 5% of the weightage. So now this shows the sub points, or this shows that what the payment enablers are, what the demand side, the supply side is. So these 5 broad parameters are being divided into subcategories to define, or this tells us that what this is. So payment enablers means through which process, through which the payment is being transacted, or through which the payment is happening. So through the internet, through the mobile, the payments are happening. Okay, this is taking the payment enablers are the internet, mobile, the bank accounts through the Aadhaar, it is happening. Then demand side infrastructure, that the consumers, what consumers are using, we are using the debit card, we are using the credit cards, we are using the prepaid payment instruments, the consumers registered mobile and internet banking we are using. So what consumers are using, what the demand side infrastructure is, we are using the FASTags. Now supply side, so payment infrastructure in the supply side, that how the supply is happening. So through the bank branches, through the business correspondence, ATMs, POS terminals, QR code, intermediaries, the supply is happening, and we are seeing through the payment infrastructure supply side that how deepened it has become, how much the digital payments has penetrated into the rural areas, into the other areas of our country also. Then comes the payment performance, that has been given the highest weightage because it sees that the digital payment system, how much volume it has, how much value it has. Is it only small value transactions or big value transactions? So what is the volume, what is the value, the unique users, how much the paper clearing, how it is happening. So as well as consumer centricity, this is given the lowest weightage. This shows the awareness and education that is going to the people of our country, the declines that is happening, the complaints that is being registered, the frauds that is happening, and how much like we are trying to take care, like the complaints, how fast is it resolving. So consumer centricity means that the index is trying to see that how consumers are becoming aware, how much consumers are becoming aware. So this is the 5 broad parameters. I hope you have understood the basics of the 5 broad parameters and which has given the highest weightage and which has the lowest weightage also. Now, what is the actual news article? That the digital payments index for the September 2021 has been released by the RBI, and in 1 year it is released 2 times. Like the digital payment index is released 2 times, one in March and one in September. So recently the September 2021 index has been released, and the digital payment transactions has reported a 40% year-on-year jump. So in September 2021, the digital payments transactions has seen 40% growth if we compare it from September 2020. So in September 2020 it was 217.74, while in September 2021 we have seen 304.06, and the base is March 2018, that is 100. So from the base we have grown this much. From the past year we have grown 40%. Okay, so this shows that how fast our digital payments transactions are increasing, how fast digitization is happening into our country. And it is being said that due to COVID we have surpassed 5 to 6 years of growth. Like after 5 to 6 years we would have reached this level, but we have reached it now only due to the COVID, because in COVID the digital payments, the awareness rose very fast about the digital payments. So 40% of the growth we have seen, year-on-year jump we have seen if we compare the September 2021 with the 2020. So as per the RBI's latest index that measures the extent, and this is according to the latest index, latest digital payment index that measures the extent of digitization of payments. So going forward, what has been said, and the NPCI, that is the National Payments Corporation of India, this is the umbrella organization of digital payments. Okay, this is the umbrella organization that looks after all the digital payments in the country, is aiming to achieve 1 billion transactions per day on the UPI platform. So through the UPI platform only it is expecting that we will achieve 1 billion transactions per day in the next 3 to 5 years. So it is expecting that we are going to further grow into the digital economy. Okay, we will further try to do this much. Okay, so this is the question from the news article. Now that the RBI DPI comprises of 5 broad parameters. Now I hope you have understood the 5 broad parameters, that what they are. You have to tell the highest weightage in the index is given to what. So this is an easy one. Now you have understood the parameters. So next is RBI had announced the construction of a composite Reserve Bank of India digital payments index with March 2018 as base. So you have to tell that it was this much in September 2020 and this much in March 2021 and what it is in September 2021. So this also is a very easy question for you. Now you have understood the index. Now you have understood the current number of the index. So thank you very much. If you have any query, you can mail us here or you can contact us through this number. Thank you.